Let's bring in the head coach and his boys as well, Kevin Dolan, Jack Tully, as well as famous Seamus Miller now. And Coach, we'll start with you. As we said, a successful year, always good when you beat a Kellenberg, and you do it at the buzzer the way that you did was incredible stuff. What's the encore here, right? Like, again, I thought you proved you belonged in that upper echelon of the league, but now can you push that even a step further?
Yeah, dovetailing on what you guys said before, like the worm is starting to turn for us at Chaminade football. Historically, Chaminade has always had strong football. But what's starting to happen at Chaminade in our last 4 years is we've got kids that are really focused on being great football players. Many of them, like Jack Tully, are also Division I lacrosse players. But he never steps out of that football role, which is why he's one of our captains. It's a student-led program. This off-season, why we look those ways, the 7-on-7, we've been training since December. We've been what we call our OTA program, our practice periods during the week, all different positions. It varies throughout the week. The kids are ready to roll. They're committed. They know each other. They've spent a lot of time with each other. Saturday morning lifts, we call it our breakfast club. And in terms of leadership, whether it's Jack out there on the lacrosse field, showing those kids that you don't have to specialize in one sport. You can be like a Gavin Creel. Jack's another example, a multi-sport athlete. You look at Seamus, if I don't arrive at that weight room, or Coach Elder, who also runs our strength program, doesn't arrive at that practice, Seamus is running the whole deal. 45 kids warming up, getting ready to lift, training, the breakdown at the end. The boys have taken over the shop, and there's a lot of magic in that, a lot of ownership.
And I'm curious too, Coach, how much does that energize you and challenge you as a coaching staff, because they expect so much, and obviously now they want to be coached and they want to get better, and now you have the pleasure of getting them there and moving them to the next level.
There's no excuses for being late. There's no excuses for being unprepared. These are the speeches that coaches give kids. Now, what they've demanded from us as coaches, we need to be on top of our game every day, every practice, every drill, and that is coming together. And, we haven't played any games yet. Nobody's been hit in anger. Everything's a lot easier when you're in underwear and 7-on-7, and everything's a lot easier in 11-on-11 when you're banging hard, but with people that you know. So we need to see what happens when shots are fired in anger, in our scrimmages coming up and in our games. But I'd be lying if I didn't say we feel very strongly about this group. I think we're going to make some noise in this league, and a great football league.
Jack, you Coach was just saying it as well, right? Where you're a guy whose future is in another sport, but as we saw with Gavin and other guys last year, these months of football, like, you're not a lacrosse guy playing, you're a football player. Right, and it's something I know that you take very seriously. And again, you're coming off a year as well where, you had 161 carries. You ran the hell out of the ball last year. You showed your versatility as a receiver as well. You guys had 6 different receivers with 100 or more yards, which showed a lot of different looks there for Diego's last year. Again, I think that versatility, I'd imagine, is something you're going to be showing this year too.
Yeah, this year we definitely are looking to get everybody involved, and I think with Tyler Granito, our quarterback this year, he looks great in the offseason. He looks great now. I think he'll definitely be able to implement me into the receiving game a little bit like we did last year.
Seamus, we ran a poll on the Varsity Media social pages asking what player is going to break out this year, and the amount of Seamus Millers that were there, I don't know if
is that your family?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Well, they weren't all Miller. They weren't all Miller handles, but I guess my question to you is, why are these people right? Why do you feel like you're on the verge of having a breakout season?
I feel especially because we lost a lot of seniors, so there's a lot of juniors coming up, younger kids, especially on our D-line. And last year I played outside linebacker, even though I've been an inside linebacker. So since the seniors graduated, they're gone. I moved back inside now with a junior with me. So hopefully I'm looking to actually play as an inside linebacker more, get up, well, just like get up with the O lineman, make contact, make plays instead of just like having to drop back and run around, and just hopefully play more of a traditional inside linebacker position as opposed to last year's.
Well, listen, guys, we saw Charlie Battaglia, we saw Matty Rappa, Ben Mann. These are all guys who preceded you, and I'd imagine John Perez. We're going to see some big hits from our boy over here as well. So, Chaminade guys, thank you so much. Kevin Dolan, Jack Tully as well, Seamus Miller. We can call him Famous Seamus, right?
Not a problem.
There we go, Famous Seamus Miller.
Names, that's a great one.
All right, there we go.
Right.
It's a lock, and a lot of home games as well for you guys. And we actually have one coming up as well, a Week 1 matchup. This one should be a ton of fun. Here is their entire schedule, but there's not a lot of red there, and the red signifies road games. You're a home for Iona, Paramus, St. John the Baptist, a team called the Flyers as well. That's always fun. And more Catholic as well. Terrific home schedule, and it all starts with Week 1. Iona Prep coming to town. We will have that game for you on the Varsity Media Sports Network.